Fuck, that mosquito got my fucking...
Like that? Oh, I'm gonna be the one fucking up the most here and making the most noise. Okay. Okay, you ready?
No.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. We're here.
To the first ever... Well, it's supposed to be a shop talk, but we're not in a shop.
No, we are doing it. Well, it started with people wanting live streams.
We can't do live streams.
We vetoed the live stream idea because it would be relatively impossible for these guys to talk, me too, without cuts, swearing. Swearing's fine. The swearing I don't have a problem with. It's those specific words.
You think we don't have censorship? Well, there is some.
There is
some
censorship. There absolutely is. Canada's not a free country. We don't have protections of freedom of speech. That's not a thing here.
Not yet.
Not yet. Who wants to start us off?
Tell us about the Syxxes name. Everyone
Okay,
wants to know
yeah,
what...
that's an
First
old one.
off, the pronunciation.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Syxxes.
People like
yeah.
Syxxes or this and
Yeah.
that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So that started with we used to have a what was it? We started with Stealth Media, and
before that, it was NXS.
yeah. So like that was a bunch of stuff I went through as a kid. I did go to I went to film school, so I have a diploma in film and video production, and from there I kind of like tried a bunch of my own little stupid names. Give me a beer here. I need to fucking
Get her in ya.
de-stress myself.
I'm so stressed.
I'm so stressed out.
Desserts over here.
Yeah. Oh, you can hang on to that. I went through a bunch of company names, and I just kind of decided that I didn't really want to do it, and I just went to a name that I was kind of just doing like stupid videos as a kid on, and the channel just kind of grew into the name.
So here we are at Syxxes.
Here we are at the channel grew into the name. The name was never designed for this channel, but here we are.
There you have it. The history behind the start of Syxxes.
Yep. It's like our fox mascot, which it's not on our hat, is it? No. No, sorry, no fox mascot on the hat.
On the back of your sweater.
Oh, right, it is on the back of my sweater, yeah. We got we're going to be terrible at this for the first little while, because these guys probably have never done a podcast before.
Never.
Oh, man, that's good.
Yeah, so this is going to be like pretty messy setup. This is like an hour of us just talking.
Talking about our sleds, our gear, experiences.
Talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to answer some questions that didn't get answered.
I didn't look up any of the questions that, we're going to try to do this without getting rained. It's like smoky as fuck out here.
Yeah. She's forest fire season in Alberta.
Yeah, so we're going to try this, to do this without getting rained on or smoked out. But we've had a lot of people who've been with us for a long time.
Mm-hmm. A lot of loyal followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I remember Dean, Daryl, folks.
Daryl.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Who's that? Hughes 509?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy?
Indy 7.
Yeah.
We ran into him in person.
We met him at the early release show.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Couple guys.
I'm going to forget a bunch of names, and I'm sure you guys will too, but we know we're forgetting people.
Thanks
but,
for all the loyal followers and all the comments. We love the comments.
the comments are good.
We get after the ones we can. We laugh at a lot of them.
Yeah, the comments are really good.
Yeah.
Even if we don't engage with them all the time, they all get read.
We like the bad ones too. There's nothing wrong with criticism.
No.
You fat piece of shit.
Fuck you, Sean.
We're all about criticism. We're having a good time. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, Sean, what did you order for a sled this year?
I ended up ordering a Polaris 850, 163, 2.6 with the belt drive. And I went with the 850 because I wanted, gave it 1 year, see how it did, and they had
think
issues.
that's enough?
And then we're going to give it a go this year. They're supposed to fix their, I think it was their crank bearing wasn't getting enough oil.
You think that's enough? 1 year?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
She's coming.
To find
1
out.
year is fine.
Skidoo recalled 7,000 of their 850s.
And that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of snow machines.
And that was their 2017s only. That
Was it only 17s?
It was only 2017s from what I read. So that's already a few years ago. So it's not to say that something won't fuck up on it, but
Another reason I want to get the 850 is we're working with Redline this year.
that's right.
And he hasn't quite got his fuel mapping fixed and done for the 850s yet. So we're hoping by the fall that's done, and
Let's do some testing.
maybe we can try that out and see how it does and let you guys know. But that'll be later on in the year, closer to the snow season, and see how that goes.
Yeah, you should probably be the one to talk about, because you formulated our Redline deal more than me and Ben.
Yeah, I mean,
What is that
well,
about?
it all started because there's a few guys I know that referred me to Dave when I was having issues with that Silver Turbo kit, and he is the turbo guru around Central Alberta. He's close to home, right? I could go there, talk to him, or just call him up or whatever. He's always helpful. Even though he didn't want to help me with a silver kit, he was still helpful with it. So I try and buy everything I can off of him, and he's just small business, smart guy. He's does a lot of good work, builds his own stuff, and I like shopping local and stuff. So
Yeah, we haven't done a whole lot with them yet.
yeah,
We're kind of, that's the deal, we're still kind of working out, I guess, the fine tuning on yet.
yeah, we're
And
hoping
exactly
this
what
year.
we're going to be doing.
Hoping this year that gets going. We can try some different things out from him. He's gonna make some cans. He's gonna do like those cooker can styles, but he's gonna have a little more engineering into them than say the Sled Shed.
They're gonna work.
Yeah, a little more. Like I think put a little more effort into it.
Some people love those cooker cans, man.
Oh, they're great.
Well, they cook.
They cook.
Yeah.
They
They
cook
cook.
like a motherfucker, but god damn. I don't know if it was ever a
robbers.
a Polaris problem, but the cats, they were a big problem with
Yeah.
them. I never really heard
There's too
guys.
much back pressure, right?
There's way too much back pressure because the can, like the cooker can, was like built.
Inserted
It's like
into it.
the exhaust was hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, and has to go around the far side and out the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also had CKX with us this year.
Fantastic year with them.
That was a good year with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they backed us on a lot of stuff, and we got to try out. I was on their 2019 gear, and these guys were on their 2018 gear, and we're gonna see what, if anything, they want to go on and
Yeah.
do something for next year.
Hopefully, our reviews on that stuff was good for all you guys. We got lots of comments and questions on that stuff, and
Yeah.
you guys had all the links, or we told you where to go, and hopefully you enjoy whatever you guys picked up from them.
We shot a helmet video, and I can't remember, but something was so fucked up that, because like that Indy 7 guy was asking about the helmet review video,
Oh yeah,
and something was so fucked up on it that I couldn't make it.
I think one of the audios on the GoPros was gone that day or something, wasn't it?
That's like a good time to segue into camera gear,
Yeah, camera gear.
because I know that's on.
Camera
That's
gear
on my list,
is
too.
coming. We've had a few comments on people asking
They-
us about our camera gear.
They called us out on camera gear this year.
and they questioned the quality of some of it, which is completely arguable. Yeah, it's
It's-
something that can be improved upon.
Oh yeah, it can be, but it's definitely tough to try and carry big cameras and stuff up the mountain, right? So
Yeah.
you gotta still have something small.
Yeah, like
There's
we're
lots of stuff. That's more your.
yeah, like we're shooting this whole
Area.
thing on like an XD cam, which is a fucking big, like fucking bigger than this laptop is.
Shoulder carry camera.
It's a shoulder carry camera,
Yeah.
and we did take it up a few times, like 4 or 5 years ago, but it's just not practical to carry with us.
Yeah.
We just can't do it.
The drone though, that's some nice footage we
The
got.
drone works well. We're very limited in a lot of places. Not places so much. It's more the conditions in which we can fly.
Yeah.
So if it's like foggy or if it's snowing, we just can't fly it.
Just can't fly. Yeah.
Oh, what else is on my list here?
Oh. Well, I think a lot of people were pretty interested in that sled trailer this year.
Oh, yeah, that can be
The,
that can be a Ben.
The sled
You
trailer,
can talk
yeah.
about that
That's Ben's.
because that one has some flaws. But
What is it?
So that
Your big idea?
the big idea that progressed to a sled trailer, which it was never supposed to be. So that was a deck over 8 by 16 foot flat deck trailer I bought just for doing some landscaping projects and some hauling junk around and whatnot. Quad trailer. And so I put a set of bunks around the side, just the front and the back on the sides, and it was 5 feet tall because for doing all that stuff, you can't throw stuff over that high off the ground.
it was never meant to
So
be.
that's why it was that tall. Everyone got on us about, why are you guys ducking in there?
If we would have purpose built that thing from day one,
It would be taller,
it would be taller, and that would
7
make
feet, I think.
7 feet probably.
and that ramp would be longer.
But anyways, right before Christmas there, we all freaking were like, you know what, enough of this wet sled covers crap.
That was a fucking
And
nightmare,
we worked
man.
around the clock right up till Christmas. I can't believe some of us still have lady friends because they were a little grumpy about that. But we got her together. We got the back end there all welded up in some braces, and we threw the roof on and the back on. And
That was
for what it
That
was,
was a nightmare,
that was
man.
a solid 2 days, man.
That,
Like,
that was
like,
a
we
lot of
worked
work.
from what was it, like 8 in the morning until like 4 in the morning the one day.
yeah. And then again
And
that
then-
night,
Yeah, we got back there around 2 in the afternoon, and then we worked until I don't know midnight again, 2
Yeah.
in the morning.
Oh, I
But-
remember getting home at like 4 or 5 a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you were
so-
sleeping there.
We thought it would go a lot quicker than it did, but it was.
Well, we didn't want to do a terrible job. We don't want this thing
No.
flying apart on Highway
That's
1.
a solid unit, man.
It's built well.
It's built really
Yeah.
well.
But anyways, for what we put into it, money-wise and investment-wise, it did well. I'm
You and
happy
me
with it.
like it a lot more than Sean.
Like, I
does.
like dry stuff. I don't like tying crap down. I just want to heave her in there, slam the back end, and go. It was so nice.
I don't know.
I loved it.
I think Sean has. I like it too. I don't know if Sean likes it as much
Here's
as
my
we do.
thing. I like it. I don't like how short it is, and I understand why we made it so short.
Yeah.
But the deck thing is nice too, because you can get, you can go halfway up the hill or whatever, throw a set of chains on if need be or whatever, and then, park at snow line.
Yep.
The
For
problem is
early year and late year riding.
the problem was 3 sleds on a deck.
Yeah, that was the issue we were having.
Yeah.
So you're pulling a trailer regardless. You're
Yeah,
going to be unpinning it, spin it
Yeah.
around.
so I might as well do this. 2 guys, deck, 3 guys, trailer.
We took it. You and me took it a number of times.
Yeah.
For a spare sled,
Oh,
Yeah.
Britt,
And-
this is the first we brought a spare sled, and it came in handy there once.
and I blew that one up
You
too.
blew that one up too.
I went through 2 sleds that weekend.
Oh, speaking of that, you
might as
guys
well talk
going,
about-
you guys speaking of that going without me there. Well,
You were working.
Can't
I
make
got
her.
a new job.
Can't make her every day.
Yeah.
I transferred, and now I'm on every days off that Mr. Chow's on days off
And
here.
he just works with us.
And he just kind of does
I
whatever.
fucking work. I'm working.
Yeah.
This is it. I'm
Working,
working,
man.
Working, man.
So should be a little more riding this year, hoping. See how
I
that
thought you
goes.
had to go to school for.
I'm gonna go in March.
Okay.
You went under the desk and got that happening, eh?
I didn't have to go into the desk.
No?
No.
You're an above desk guy. That's good.
I am above.
You don't look like an above desk guy.
No,
We might as well talk about sled breakdowns while we're on the topic of
What do you-
broken stuff.
Which
what are you looking at me for?
Oh, everyone broke a little something this year.
I told you down. I told you at once.
Yeah, that was a main harness failure. It rubbed through on the side of the support brace up top there.
Yep.
So that was warranty still. That
Yep.
thing still got warranty till December. So
Still
got
a
that
good
all
unit.
fixed up. Oh yeah, it's.
I don't know why you're thinking about buying something new, right?
I told
Ride that
Sean
one
she's
another
got
year.
one more in her. She's
Yeah.
got a lot more in her.
I
But
can't be the only one riding a new sled. I think
I'll-
somebody's
I don't-
got to do something here.
you don't want all the attention.
No, I don't
I-
want all the attention.
I'm gonna get something new. I think. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Something. I think it's time to upgrade, Ben.
Time to upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that piece of shit. Eh?
Oh no, it's not a piece of shit. It's a nice sled for sale if anyone's interested.
That one's for sale too. There's
And
2 sleds
They're all
for sale.
And the third one is not
there's
here.
a third one here that isn't
And-
for sale.
That one runs a lot better without that silver kit on it, just so everybody knows.
Runs like a top.
Last trip of the year, it ran very well.
Very well.
It did, yeah.
So,
I broke down twice in one
if
go.
anybody is interested,
Yep.
let me know.
We did a compression test, or you did a
I
compression
did a
test.
compression
on it.
test, 120 each cylinder still, and I was surprised myself, so don't think I'm lying to you.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
told you to. That was when you had the motor out and everything.
Yeah.
So while we're on the sled topic, let's talk about brand loyalty. We get a lot of criticism on that stuff.
Somebody brought up that the more you try to, how am I gonna word this? The more you try to say that all sleds are fucking, they have their problems, the more you sound biased. I get that a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really brand loyal, so I like what I like, and that's what I'm gonna ride. It's starting to rain here, but that's okay. We'll keep going. We're good yet.
Not pouring.
Not pouring yet.
Acid rain.
So I don't know what I'm gonna ride next year.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the cameras died. That's okay.
enough of that.
That's enough of that camera.
I think we should do one of everything.
That would be ideal.
I would love to be on a Skidoo, but my problem would be it's a Skidoo. I don't
So
know,
you're
man.
kind of our brand loyal.
I have problems with Skidoo, man. I don't know about those 850s yet.
I would if I was gonna switch, I'd be on a Polaris. I would tell you
there's
that.
the guys. I watch stuff all the time, and there's a belt you can buy, a little bit different than the stock one that comes on. And Cody McNulty,
What's that for the Skidoo?
what's that
For the Skidoo.
for the Skidoo
Yeah.
850?
McSalty.
Yeah, he ran a different belt. He got 2,000 kilometers out of it this year, and still looked like he'd still run it.
And he rides are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How many kilometers do you have on yours though?
3,000 some on the original belt on that sled.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
lot.
never been through a belt. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a quick drive belt that One of the quick drive. How many
Well,
did you?
that
How many
one,
did you go through
was,
last
I
year?
was up in the air at full boost and landed hard.
Yeah.
Better than a chain, though, eh?
It is fucking
That's
way
better than a
better
chain.
than
A chain, let's
That's
go.
enough.
Oh no, I wasn't up in the air. I was climbing that
We're on the-
frisbee.
yeah,
I was
we're at the
climbing
back
that
of
hill,
Frisbee.
and I was chewing.
You're giving her.
I was chewing, and then
You finally got the turbo running right because the boost tube fell off and then something else.
yeah.
And then you're fucking flying up a hill all happy as can be.
We got to get some stuff off this list here. It's too much to look at.
I fucking haven't even been looking at mine.
Let's see here.
I got a big old whiteboard here.
Get some of that stuff in there. Camera
I don't
here.
know,
Yeah,
man. We've
that's
been
good.
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten off like freaking way off topic and started talking about government conspiracies or anything like that yet. So
That's coming.
good.
that's coming.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll do if you guys want, we'll do like a fucking drunken podcast or something.
Oh boy.
We'll all do, I don't know, like we'll all line up shots or something like that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want
Syxxes
to.
trivia shots or
Oh
something.
my
Good
God. You'll
you
get
guys
some good
can't
shit
even
there.
keep up with me. I know
I
Ben,
probably
once he
couldn't.
gets to bedtime,
But
Matt, he just gets kind of ladylike and he starts,
Bitching out?
dancing and doing weird
I would
things.
say bitching out.
yeah, Matt needs a smoke and then he's going to bed.
Yeah, he gets
Oh,
all
have a
worked
smoke
up.
and go to
He
bed.
gets worked up.
We talked a little bit about censorship and on the why we don't live stream kind of aspect. But as far as like the other stuff, we like you guys to see it how it is. We're not out there trying to please some big name
You
or
guys,
big label.
you
We're
guys see all the breakdowns.
we're keeping our freedom of speech and our freedom of activity by whatever deals we come into, we make sure it's not gonna tie us down. is what you
that
say.
did burn us really bad once, and we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Not yet, but we will. I do want to talk about it.
Along with that and the brand loyalty is we might like what we like, but we show everything that breaks down.
Oh, yeah.
Like my suspension blew out on that thing. The harness broke on that thing. He took a clutch out on his white M8.
Broke an alpha rail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we broke some stuff, and just because it's the brand we like does not mean we're not going to show it.
We gotta
It's
show it, man.
It's important to show people and just talk about it, right? It's a good conversation.
I remember years where we'd go out and we go a whole season without
Breaking it.
fucking. Well, I blew 3 belts in one trip, but that was on the old Rev.
What's everyone's like nemesis breakdown? Because mine is definitely steering post, steering issues or suspension.
Clutch.
Is
It's
clutch.
clutches for
Clutches.
me.
Matt's
Oh,
a
yeah.
clutch man.
That's clutch. I have shocks and
You've been through so many shocks,
arms
man. Like this
and-
is just one of them.
Well, when I go,
Is this one good?
that one's good. Ben grabbed a good one.
Oh.
I have a very bent one in there.
I thought the threads were stripped off that adjuster. No.
One of them on here, it froze
little
stuck
deal.
down.
Yeah, I remember that.
One that froze down when it
Yeah.
was new or whatever, a little bit of moisture in the oil. And then in BC and got back to, Canmore area.
It just
And
popped
it's
back up.
Always a little warmer there. It's about 3 degrees, and I seen my sled go pop back up on the deck, and we're good to go.
Away we went.
So we got that fixed and changed the oil out, and it was good to go the next trip, and I haven't had an issue since.
But that was like the third one to go, or the first
yeah.
of 3.
I don't know. I'm just, you know what? And I snow checked the sled, and I cheaped out a little bit.
Yeah,
but
you did.
I didn't get the fancy suspension.
Did you get powder coating?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are they all powder coated now?
You gotta look good.
No, you can
Screw
get the
the
regular
screw the
one.
fancy suspension. It's
I
gotta
wasn't
look
sure.
good.
I mean,
I got a powder
Arctic
coat. I'm
Cat
not
always
gonna-
goes back and
I'm
forth.
not
on
gonna
the powder
talk
coating.
about colors or anything like that. It's gonna be
Oh, it's gonna be
pink.
a surprise.
it's gonna be.
It's gonna be
surprise.
blue.
It's,
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's,
Black or blue.
It's gonna be black
Well,
or
I
blue or
mean,
black
you
and
know.
blue.
there might be a couple of those colors involved in it, but I
Give me a
think we
break.
should. I think we should all do some wraps next year. I
We're
think
talking about
should-
designing up a Syxxes wrap.
I think we should get wraps with, well, maybe not exactly the same, but similar. I think
Similar
with a little
wraps,
bit
yeah,
different
branding
of our
wraps.
own.
Well,
It's
thing
like
on it.
weird, man. Like I can't remember one time we weren't at a parking lot where somebody didn't come up and
This
start
year.
talking. This year
and
especially.
it was a sled trailer and a sticker. People saw that and they were like,
oh yeah, I've
"We
seen
saw
that.
you
I've
guys.
seen that piece of shit before.
We saw you guys, yeah." So that was kind of interesting with that, doing a little advertising on the trailer. We got a 15-foot decal that didn't get put on, but
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing
we're
with
not
it
too
yet
sure what we're going to do with that. But
because
It
that
might-
little one cracked.
It might
Yeah.
just end up in the shop.
in the shop, that's an expensive wall hanger.
I
That one.
think, yeah, that's a real expensive wall hanger.
Yeah, we might have
Anyone want a $500 15 by 2 foot
to.
Syxxes?
Syxxes decal. It comes in 2 pieces.
Good price.
Half price.
Good price.
Half price.
Yeah. You pay the shipping though. Shipping's on you
I
guys.
don't know how the hell you'd ship something like that.
So partway through the season, somehow Team Sean got rolling.
We want to talk about Team Sean. Okay, that wasn't something we made up.
No.
Who was that?
That was a comment.
I don't remember who made that up.
You know
Was
what? I
that-
can't
was that
remember
Daryl?
either. No.
No.
Well,
I
it
don't
could
know
have
if that
been.
was a
I don't
Daryl
know.
one.
There's lots of Lots of guys team Sean, and I love it.
There's some favoritism going on here
It's
from the
great.
fans. Yeah.
Yeah, not me though.
I mean,
Just
I
friendly animosity
Man.
in the group. It's good.
well, Sean
I
needed.
I
he
get
needed
the worst
help.
days.
You need it
I
though.
get the worst days.
You needed something positive
You
because
needed
we were kind of being mean.
Your sled was being mean.
It is what it is. I always have a good time, whether I'm breaking down or not. I mean, whenever we Eagle passed, and I was sitting there working on my sled for 4 hours, and I got her half, cut a chunk of hose.
That was Eagles Pass, yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
told you
chunk
that
of
wasn't gonna
breather
work.
hose.
No, a chunk of breather hose or whatever. I cut it, so I split it, so I could, mold it to the 5/8 or whatever.
There is a vlog on that.
Yeah, fuel line, and zip tied it nice and tight, and it didn't even leak. So I rode the rest of the day. I went back in there, whatever. I
Found
didn't care
us
anymore.
and we're like, he's back.
Yeah,
That was the same
So-
day I was swearing at the radios, but yeah.
Yeah.
That thing gave, like, it wasn't the sled, it was the turbo. That thing gave you a rough go.
yeah. The
Every
turbo
day it was
just
turbo problems.
Non-stop tuning.
It was a 2-week thing just to like get it in, figure it out, because there's not a lot of info on it because it had a different box, like fuel controller,
And it wasn't for that year.
different
well,
things. And I don't even regret getting it.
It was a good learning experience. You learned a
It's
lot.
a good learning experience, and I like mechanics and stuff. I like learning that stuff, so it was good. So in the future, I know things to look for if certain things are arising.
Or you'll recognize certain diagnostic problems
Yeah.
just from riding it and feeling it.
You got more wrench time on a turbo than I do.
Yeah.
Because every day.
So shortly after Team Sean came about, Team Chow came into the picture.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Team Chow.
Team
and
Chow.
It's
Chow started way back when I was on the HCR because
no.
Sean called me the Hill Climber Racer with a real heavy Japanese.
Climber Racer.
Hill Climber
there you go.
Racer.
Yeah.
The heavy Japanese Chinese accent.
So there's also other parts to it.
Okay, you get to it.
You
Well,
you made it up. You know the story.
I don't know where all the Asian come from, but Benjamin,
The HCR.
Benjamin.
Ming Chow,
Climber Racer.
it's just.
So that's me. I'm Team Chow.
So I don't know where the
Yeah. And Matt, not
I
many
don't
people,
fucking get anything.
Not
No,
many
fuck
people know
Matt.
Matt.
I
yeah.
fucking produce and film the videos, and I fucking get the back seat.
We're gonna get some T-shirts made. Team Sean, Team Chow, and fuck Matt.
Matt takes the back seat. Fuck
So
him.
the third team is fuck Matt. If anyone wants to join that one, it sounds
Yeah.
like a good team, right?
Yeah, no, it's a good. Hashtag fuck Matt.
Yeah.
Like let's use
Team
it.
Chow.
I
Yeah.
didn't even have a vehicle that we could take to Revelstoke the last few years. So now I finally got the Duramax,
He's driving.
and I'm fucking driving.
That's great.
I'm fucking filming. I'm trying to edit the videos. I'm fucking complaining because we need to go to Tim Hortons so I can fucking upload the thing because we got no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
And
yeah.
I'm like fucking stressing myself out here. I gotta get this fucking vlog up for tomorrow. And
Oh,
holy
yeah.
shit,
So
we finally did it though.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's about time you drive. Like your truck's set up. You don't have the sled deck in the wintertime. You just hook onto the trailer and let it rip.
I don't have a
you
problem
know?
taking that thing.
No, it's good.
You're
Another thing-
just upset that you use your sled deck once.
I did.
Like
I
you're-
am.
You polish that thing, make it look good,
I
and
didn't
use it
even
once.
polish it this year.
Oh,
I didn't even polish it.
You're
this
that bitter, eh?
No, I just never got around to it. Busy working up in Grand Prairie.
We
Not
got some
anymore.
good Snapchats from you.
Yeah, you guys did.
Well,
What's
they
Sean,
like that.
what's Sean doing?
There was some cold
Minus
days.
40 something up there.
I
think
I
we
was
got, like,
off the week
38
of
or
minus
something.
like 48 with the wind, minus 50 with the wind. I was working minus 37, minus 40.
That's enough of that.
Things don't start that cold.
No.
You fucking leave them running all night.
Yeah.
We had one fucking cold start in Golden with your
Yeah.
fucking power stroke,
We
and it
smoked
smoked
her
up the whole
You
parking
weren't
lot.
happy about that, eh?
Oh, I didn't care. I thought
Yeah, you
I
did.
thought the fire department was coming.
That was
Oh,
a lot
no.
of fucking smoke.
Smoky.
We didn't ride that day.
No,
That was
coming home.
we did a 1-day trip because
Yeah.
of that day.
We're like, nah.
And we
nah.
got called a bitch by one guy.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't fucking care. I'm not going up there. There could have been not stratification, an inversion.
An inversion, yeah.
But what if there wasn't?
It's cold.
Frostbite galore.
Oh, that was too cold. And we ended
One
up going
thing-
up Old Man.
One thing I want to talk about.
No
is-
tapping the table.
Do we have anybody
What's
in
up on the
Revelstoke?
table? We're fucking up the mic here.
You just
Sean.
tap.
I know you like to talk with your hands because you're a Frenchman, but
I
come
am
on.
a Frenchman. So do we have anybody in Revelstoke that has like a place to rent, place to stay or whatever for us? Because these hotels are getting pricey.
Hotels and
are-
accommodations are a big part.
Yeah,
They're probably the most
equation.
expensive part. They are the most
Yeah.
expensive part for sure.
and it would be one day. It'd be nice to just buy a place there.
Have everything there.
That's
Yeah.
the plan.
Buy an SUV or a car and just drive down there.
Sycamore would be really nice.
Yeah.
Sycamore would be ideal because then it's summertime
The
too. you can
the
utilize
riding I like in Revy better.
it. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Sycamore
there we
isn't bad. It's Enderby that's a little
yeah,
more
Enderby kind of
tamed
levels out.
Yeah.
Then again, we'd spent one day there, and it's kind of socked in when you get to see it all. So there's that too.
Yeah.
We better talk about our individual favorite riding areas.
Oh man.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I mean, you guys, I can probably tell you what it is.
You know where we like to ride, man.
Frisbee Ridge.
I like Frisbee. You know what?
Frisbee's great. I never had a bad day on there.
That is true.
Never had a bad day.
It's great. We're in town and we talked to a few people at the bar. And I'm like, where'd you ride today? Oh, Frisbee. It's tracked out. It's been tracked out for 2 weeks. We go up there, go down to a place. So we go busting down in there. Some of the places we know, and we're taking snow to the face, and everyone's like, man, where were you guys riding today? And we're like, same place you've been riding for 2 weeks on the hard snow.
Saw you at the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went right past you.
No, that was not the same place. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We still haven't got a good day. Well, since me and Matt went to Area 51.
Yeah.
So
There's always been problems.
That's
at
my
that place.
favorite place to ride.
That
by
fucking
far.
place does not like Arctic cats.
No. That is my favorite place to ride for sure.
From what we've seen, the tree riding looks pretty fun in there. There's some terrain in
There's
there too.
and there's all sorts of shit you didn't see.
I'm big on exploring. I like seeing all sorts of, I'd like to get up to Begbie and see the
I am
glacier
too,
and stuff. And,
but I'm also keen on safe days.
yeah.
You know, we're here for only 3 days, and the last 2 days have been shit.
Yeah.
Do we go somewhere new?
Invest our money on
or-
something that's almost guaranteed to be good.
Yeah, like
at that
Frisbee.
point.
It's probably like fucking guaranteed to be good. Let me just adjust this windsock. This is my fucking fancy windsock, the beer thermy windsock.
Well, now you're getting your beer warm with your
That's
hands.
nice.
Yeah, well, that's how she goes.
Well, what do you do,
That's what she fucking goes. I don't know. What else do we got to talk about here?
Oh,
This year,
you
what
wanna
did
go-
we do this year? We did our Avi AST1 course.
The first of probably two. We're talking about doing the second one.
yeah.
What did you guys think about that course?
Oh my! The shit that you think you know. There was shit I was
We
afraid
didn't
of.
have a clue.
Yeah.
We didn't have a clue.
There was shit I was afraid of going down, like on Frisbee.
Yeah.
There was shit I was afraid of after that
The
day
course.
because the course ended, and our instructor said we're all going down, or you can go riding. So of course we decided to go riding, and there was just shit that we've been riding for years.
Yes, and now it's like,
That you think twice about now.
And now I look at it and I'm like,
that's
do I do it? Should I go up this?
Yeah,
Fuck, I don't know.
it makes you think. I would recommend it to everyone. Take that course. Like Sean mentioned in the video, it's not for you. It's for the person you're digging for.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
And
you ain't gonna be
Well,
digging for yourself if you're
you better
buried.
fucking
So
hope that guy has it too.
Yeah,
For me,
for
I'm
you.
not so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so scared of what I'm going up or down anymore. Like, depending on snow conditions, right? If you got those days where there's possibility of slides or high chances of slides, you check the Avalanche report. Then you're a little nervous. But even now, I feel like I would know what to do in the situation more.
during the emergency.
Yeah, and I understand the different snowpacks and layers and everything else a lot better.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, checking all that stuff out and learn about the hoar
It's
layers and
huge,
stuff like that.
yeah. The other thing, like with AST2, is you learn a lot of terrain management.
Tree management.
That's
Yeah.
They briefed on some
that's all
terrain traps
practical
and stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
like, for the most part.
Yeah, and I'd like to. That's a 4-day thing, I think.
Yeah.
Is that short?
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that. I
No,
thought it was like
I think it's a 4-day thing.
2 class.
So that's possibly on the schedule for next year.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna look into that because
Be nice to
doesn't
do that.
Turcotte have a?
He was advertising it this year.
Yeah,
And we were
yeah,
thinking
it's
We're
about running it
probably
this
already
compound.
too late for that one.
for next
Yeah.
year.
Well, not next year.
Well,
no.
you don't think it's booked up already?
No.
No?
They don't even have dates for it yet.
Oh, okay.
So that's something to look into for next year.
Yeah, I would be interested in doing that, but
No, it was. We've been like all these years have been like, oh, we're gonna go there and we're gonna spend all this money and we're not gonna get to ride.
it's
but
enlightening, man.
that was money well spent. I would
It
have
is.
done that a long time ago if I knew I was gonna come out of
that-
that.
I had to really talk you guys into it.
Yeah,
I
Well,
had to talk
eventually,
you guys into
you
it.
just said, "There's
We're
fucking-
going.
Here's the dates.
We're
and
going.
We're going.
I'm fucking.
going.
I signed us in, and we're fucking going.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Uncle Walrus, we're going. So that was the ATS1 course for the year. That was
It was worth every penny, man.
that was a good.
Like-
What else does everyone have for a highlight out of the year?
I wanted to add something to that. When I had one comment that it was on a what I pack in the mountain video,
Mm-hmm.
and someone called me out on, you don't fucking go riding without a fucking Avalanche. This was before we bought Avalanche packs, so it's already a few years old.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys ride without Avalanche packs? I would never fucking ride without that. But then after you take that course, it's like, if you're letting the Avalanche pack determine
Where you're riding?
Where you're riding, if you're going up that hill,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
That's the first question that you should be asking is...
Yeah, if your gear is determining where you ride. Like, I understand if you don't have gear.
To a degree, but never should be the deciding factor.
No. Like, that opened my eyes too. Mm-hmm. Because they're, like, terrain traps and shit, there's, like, people who... Everybody with their fucking Avalanche bag died in this one.
Yeah, get flushed down the toilet there. And
into a terrain trap
up,
and
that's it.
Everything lands on top of you.
Piles on top of you.
Yeah. What about injuries?
So...
You got something?
Did I?
Was that this year?
You hurt? No,
it was last year.
Your ACL got broken.
AC.
Oh.
AC was in the arm, right?
Yeah,
or was that this? No, that was last year.
Shoulder ligament. It wasn't that. It was last
That
year.
was on
it
sale.
was March. Yeah, on sale.
Yeah.
That was when first time I took my turbo out.
Yeah, it was.
That hurt a lot.
I fucking watched that whole thing unfold, and I knew that ice drift was there. I knew
saw
it was
coming
there
down.
because I knew that's where the trail was.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, I watched you smash into that thing with the turbo spooled right out.
That was good. Ben almost lost his leg this year.
Oh, when you guys were racing down the trail.
Yeah, me and Sean got this thing.
Oh, he was scared.
You guys like to race.
He was scared. Oh yeah,
me and Sean we've been practicing for snowcross for like years. Like, it
I gotta
doesn't
get a
matter.
smoke. You guys keep going.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna grab some of these too, or what?
You want me to grab more beer?
Yeah.
Are they in the fridge?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Grab a couple Keystones.
Okay, the cheap beer.
Well, yeah, I only have 4 of these, so I gotta save a couple for camping
Local
this weekend.
beer.
You guys keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
So Matt, what a piece of shit he is. Oh man, you heard that?
Oh shit. Nothing. So.
Injuries. We're talking about injuries.
Yeah, well, we're just doing the snowcross thing, right? We're
Yeah.
racing down the hills and everything.
Yeah. At
All
the
the
end of the
time.
day, doesn't matter
As long as the trail's smooth.
even when it's rough, we still get after it.
If you can get up to some speed, coming down.
Every place we've come down.
Yeah. McRae's the best, so.
Yeah. But yeah, we're at the top at the end of the day, and we're just like hanging off the sleds. We're done.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, no, we're staying on the trail. And then we look over and see that over there, and 1 goes, then 2, then 3. Someone's hitting trees in there, smashing this stuff. But by the time we get out of there, me and Sean were like, okay, we're done. And somewhere down the trail, we end up drag racing the shit out of each other, like freaking hitting each other, rubbing each other in the corners.
Yeah, I've ended up with my ski up his track and into his tunnel, and he's ended up in the ditch with a leg half smashed over. And
Yeah.
You guys
So-
talking about you guys drag racing?
Yeah.
Fuck
So
that scares me.
if
Yeah.
these sleds didn't get the carbon ran out of them on the hill, these things get held WFO a lot
You guys
on the
are
way
fine.
down. Like,
You guys scare me on the way down a lot.
I'd say 1 or 2 minutes sometimes. Just
And
I'm gonna wipe
you
out
know
on
what?
this chair.
And sometimes I just want to say fuck Matt, because he holds us up. Sometimes he's dad
he's
up
the
front
old
there.
lady going
the fucking
and
old man
He's
going
doing
down.
this too, right?
Oh yeah, doesn't want to let anybody by.
I'm keeping you guys safe, and that's
Oh,
and see
man.
what happens when
He's
you
the
guys
old man
fucking.
on Highway 2 doing this, doing 80 in the 110, and
Oh,
yeah.
there's Ben and Sean just trying to get by him.
I love
Drifting
hill
sideways.
climbing.
Oh, yeah.
I love technical riding. Fucking, I don't know,
Racing?
man.
You're not a racer, eh?
No,
Oh man, I'm like dragging my knee on the corners
fucking
and
know.
stuff.
I've seen what you guys do, and I'm
It's
like,
good.
no, I'm gonna hang out back here.
But anyways, back to the foot injury on the drag race down. We were coming hard down the straightaway into a corner, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make this. So I got on the brakes and skidded sideways up into the bank, and I fell off the sled, but my foot was stuck in the footwell, and I was like folded over backwards, and I looked down at my leg. I'm like, it's broken.
It's not supposed to bend that way.
It's not supposed to look like that. And I'm like, Sean, get over here. Freaking got myself
he
drug
was
up around.
scared. Yeah,
I was
oh,
like
yeah.
way behind
Drug her
you
back
guys.
onto the trail, and I was just like,
I'm okay.
it works.
You guys had I was so far behind. You guys had the sled out of the ditch and fucking back up on its feet. And
We didn't want Dad to give us a hard time, so we tried to make it look like we had our shit
yeah,
together.
I didn't even get that on video.
Didn't want that.
You guys already had it cleaned up by the time I got there.
My other injury, Frisbee Ridge, we were cruising up. That was one of the first times we had the elf out there, I think. Was it that weekend or the weekend before?
I don't know what you're talking about yet.
My shoulder injury on Frisbee.
Oh, when you smashed the tree
When I broke my throttle.
and
my
broke the
thumb.
throttle, yeah.
But yeah, I clipped the tree and jarred my shoulder something fierce. And we had a few beer and we freaking got her going. And we were riding pretty good towards the end of the day. And then on the backside of Frisbee there. I was cruising up to the trees and I got turned around and came down. And there was about a 12-foot pillow that I had to go off, and I landed hard on my left ski and took a pop to that shoulder again. And that was it. So I got home for about 4 or 5 days. It was tender. Like, there's no doing anything with it. So I went to the hospital and got an x-ray, and there's a little bone chip off the top corner of that joint there, which they said if it was going to give me grief, they'd probably have to go play fetch with that little bone chip, but
that sucks. You good? Look at that.
I can still feel it.
Fucking got some flexibility there.
I can still feel pain when I'm fully extended over the top.
Oh, yeah, me too sometimes.
You too? You can still feel it,
I was thinking, I didn't do anything this year, but I fucked up my arm.
Did you?
Oh, yeah,
wearing
that
splint,
pretend thing or whatever you had going on.
I had like the tomato on my wrist there for a month.
Masturbation tendonitis.
I fucking still went riding.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I did. That was at our Avalanche course the next day or something like that.
That was right at the beginning of the year. So...
Not our house, right?
Not my
Is
house.
that it for injuries?
I don't fucking care. Well, I mean, this year I only did that.
There's always days where, you move something funny and it hurts or whatever.
I've hyperextended my knee, but I mean, I fucking just kept going.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever. No big deal.
There's that stuff.
What about the worst crashes we've ever had?
Mine was on Frisbee.
Frisbee?
Yep.
And what happened?
I was going off. We were filming with the XD cam. This was on the Rev. So this was 5 or 6 years ago. This was a long time ago.
That's back in the NXS film reel.
Yeah, I don't even know if I still have that. It's probably somewhere. It's somewhere, and I did a good job jumping it the first time.
Yeah.
And then I decided to if I can go off the big boy part and smashed into the drift on the bottom and bounced off and
you weren't feeling good.
Yeah, my chest went into the handlebars. I back flipped off and
that was awesome. That was still the coolest thing I ever seen. He thought
Ben's
he could make it.
Like that.
He didn't make it.
I fucking thought I was gonna make it. I didn't.
You gotta believe in yourself. You just gotta go for it. Don't hesitate.
That was a good one.
Sometimes bad shit happens.
I bruised some ribs on that one, but I kept riding.
Yeah.
So
yours, worst injury.
It's the ACL. It's the AC for sure.
I ripped
it's
my ligament thing.
Yeah.
That was not
I know which one yours is.
The one that really stands out for me is probably why your side panels don't fit well. Is when we were up on Jaws.
That was on Jaws.
And you came cruising into that drift, and that was a classic. That was like something I should have done that long ago. Because it blew the crotch right out of your pants. You weren't even mad about anything but the crotch being ripped out of your pants. That was the worst part
That wasn't an injury, but you wrecked a lot of shit.
I did.
Just a little bit. Just wrecked everything just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And I've taken that thing apart so much, and it just, the one panel just does not fit. And I don't know if you can bend plastic, but usually it has a memory, and it just doesn't go together nice.
Something got tweaked, I think.
Something's tweaked.
That's that.
No, it's good. We're selling it. It's fine.
It's for sale. It's not a problem anymore.
Watch the first half if you're interested in purchasing.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about this.
There's another thing that everybody keeps asking. We keep getting the question over and over again.
I didn't have any other bad injuries. Good.
Oops,
Carry
I'm
on.
fucking making noise on the table here.
Well,
I fucking asked you.
Well, what? No,
I know which one yours was, and it was flying off the back that
Keystone.
That big drift on the back of Keystone.
Where you lawn darted.
He didn't lawn. Well, actually, I didn't see it.
He just landed very flat.
Yeah, that was.
I was operating the camera. I just saw. I thought I'd get the landing in, but you flew right through the frame, and I didn't even see the landing.
Yeah. No, that was. We were eyeing up this drift for a little while, and someone had to do it. And finally, I'm like, they walked up there and took a look at it, and it was pretty scary, but I had to do it because
everyone else hits it. I can do it.
No one else hit it.
No one else hit it though.
Not after Ben did.
So I went cruising over it, and it was kind of a flat landing. Hard snow.
Kind of a flat landing?
And when I landed, that was on my old M8 HCR, so it's got the flat front. So when I landed, my skis blew right through that plastic.
Your knees?
My knees. Through there.
Yeah.
My face hit the handlebar so hard it bent it forward probably like 45 degrees.
And
I went over the bars, and the sled ran me over. I was underneath the sled just... And I bagged myself really bad, too. All at once.
And I come up, and I thought Ben was dead.
I was not in good shape.
I was like, holy shit,
I was so far away with the camera, I could hear... I still remember Sean saying, oh, fuck, or whatever the fuck he said.
I still remember that. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
that was a good one, and that was a long ride.
Just a thud. Just a thud, nothing.
Yeah.
I could hear...
Oh, no.
I could hear parts. That's what I heard when you landed. I heard parts.
Oh, that was a bad one. And yeah, it was... Didn't go to the hospital for any of that stuff, but I was not walking well for about 3 months after that, and everyone at work, hey man, how was your trip? Your knees look kind of sore.
Knees through the fucking fascias.
That's enough out of you guys.
Broken braces.
Yeah.
Bent steering post. after you replaced
That was
it.
the second one. That was the first trip on that new steering post. But after you do it once, it's only a 10-minute change. That was good. But
That's nice.
that was the worst.
Yeah, that
wreck
was a
for
good
us.
one. That's probably, well, I don't know. You guys have both crashed pretty good. Me too, but not too bad. Not that bad, I should say.
The other thing, well, I was trying to bring something up, and then Ben was like, "Oh, he didn't ask me about my big crash." And he was
Are
like,
you done
You
bitching?
had to be a lady.
"Oh, I need to tell you about my story."
Don't interrupt him.
Okay,
Don't interrupt him.
Don't interrupt Ben,
Mhm.
Mr. Chow. So anyway, I keep seeing the comment over and over and over. Where's Nigel?
Not. I'm gonna let you field that one. You brought it up.
I don't know where he's at.
Don't know where he
He
is.
disappeared. Well, he came on the first, he came to the course with us, and he had a fit, and we go out there for a good time, and I don't know, it's not fun when, you're getting called names, and, when
there
you're
was
pissed off or whatever, just about actually being out there riding and unable to perform, right?
Yeah.
And there's days like that for all of us, but,
Oh,
to
yeah.
sit there and
There's
get
I've had fucking days
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
to get mad about it, right? You don't need that negativity, As goofy as it sounds.
Yeah.
You don't need it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good attitude and effort.
so he hasn't asked us to, if he can tag along or whatever, hasn't really seen an interest in coming, and last I heard his sleds for sale, his trailers for sale, he's
Yep.
so I mean he's more than welcome to come at any time. He just needs to, be positive about
gotta-
things and enjoy
gotta
himself.
Chill out a little. I've had fucking bad days.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Yeah,
had
it's always-
I've had like times when we were the one that always sticks with me, when we were lost looking for how to get up to Joss.
Mm.
And I just it
Oh,
was just
that-
a little.
I remember that
I was
day.
getting mad.
You were right worked up.
Is that when me and you blasted up into that one little creek
was the
ravine
same
and we're
day.
smacking them pillows around
It
through
was
there?
the same day, I think.
Yeah.
But
That was a beautiful day.
Great
yeah,
day.
It was
That
a
was
great
a
day,
nice
but
day.
it took
He
us
was
till
worked
fucking 2
right up.
o'clock to find the riding area because we got fucking fucked up in there.
He was worked right
And
up.
I remember this nice big open area. Well, not a big open area, but wide enough to turn around in. And I shut off my sled, and you guys come down the little side hill off the drift and kind of down the tree on right behind me, and you're just looking at me. And I just have no fucking confidence after that. And I'm just like, there's no fucking way I'm not fucking this up.
We're not getting out of your
I'm
well.
going to fuck this up for sure. And
Yeah.
sure enough, I did. And the helmet comes off and flying into the fucking snowbank.
Oh
and
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, if somebody's upset, worked up, we go down, we go to the Big Eddie, and you know what?
Have
We
some
get a
nachos.
big plate of nachos.
We're all happy
and
after
we get
that.
some beer,
Everybody's
and we go to
happy,
bed,
yeah.
and the next day is great.
Another
So,
day, yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to make that turn.
Yeah.
Any day on the mountain's a better day than work, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. I don't care what day it is.
the drive out there, everything about it. It's a really nice.
I
place
lose
to be.
ride confidence some days where I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
But when you get it back,
there's
you just
no
got to keep
way
it going.
I'm
Got
gonna
to keep it
fucking
going.
make this turn.
Oh yeah. That happens to everybody, right?
I don't know about you guys, but I think lunch is a freaking ride confidence
It
killer.
is. It
You have
always
lunch in
is.
here and a beer, and you're just like, I don't know if I can go up there.
You're gonna
anymore.
make me go up this hill.
How am I gonna get out of here?
I don't know if I can make it.
You've got to be the impersonation king.
Oh yeah.
You're always just
Every impersonation
chanting
sounds the
on
same.
someone. Yeah.
Well, I can try everything.
The karaoke is getting good. Everyone likes the karaoke in the truck.
Yeah, it's okay.
That means you're in the back filming and those two are karaoke and they have no idea what's going on.
I know what's going on. I'm fucking singing. I'm singing fucking New York
No
or
shame,
some
eh?
shit. No.
Yeah, you
No.
always
Why
can.
won't you sing in the truck?
You don't want windows to break?
The only time I hear Ben sing is when he's filming himself
Yeah, in the truck.
Snapchatting.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah, you need to get some of your Snapchats
When I'm parked.
going.
Sean
When you're
loves
parked.
cock and balls. Like, come on,
You do,
man.
right?
Well, I mean, no. But yeah, you never just sing. You're always nervous, Nelly, over there about everything. What are they gonna think of me? Don't quit your day job. That's all they're gonna think.
That's right, yeah.
We're not bad. We're on to almost 45 minutes.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's been
Yeah.
a long time. Another 15 for sure.
Yeah, you got another 15 minutes in you?
No, probably not.
Oh, you can do another
But
15.
what-
How's your note list doing?
How's your don't fucking look at my don't fucking
I'm
look
just
at my
trying to-
fucking paper. You'll
I'm just trying
fail.
to think if there's any other comments that.
We were gonna write down everybody's comments. None of us. We all said, yeah, we're gonna look at comments and we're gonna fucking we're gonna do it.
I reply to a lot of them. Usually it's just statements. People, making their statements about stuff, and it's well, whatever. They teach their own.
Yeah.
But
So we get a lot of more riding, less talking. Well, In the comments, it's vlogs versus ride videos. There's two different things for the people that don't understand. A vlog is basically a follow-along biography of our whole trip.
It's like a mountain. It's not a mountain podcast, but yeah, it's like
You're gonna see us hooking up the trailer, swearing, puking, sleeping.
fucking truck
whatever,
broke
the
down,
whole way
fucking,
there.
The only
fucking
thing-
blowing fuel lines.
The only thing we could try is not uploading a vlog every day when we're riding, and we could just do like
One-
a weekly thing.
A trip
right?
vlog.
But
And
that's
then
what people like.
Smash riding. Everybody likes something
They
different,
wanted
though.
a fucking half an hour video every fucking day.
I know, they
And
just-
I'm driving, and I'm fucking editing, and okay, now I gotta edit a half hour video every
Yeah,
day.
Matt, do some more.
And I do.
Yeah,
And me and Ben were talking to people at the early release show,
yeah.
and they were asking how do you do it? And it's just like it's a lot of work.
Hotel room, having a beer, and on the
There's
phone.
not a lot of going out and everything. It's
There is, but there isn't.
well,
Pink drink night. Me and
There's-
Sean are down
yeah,
at
there's
112
pink
there,
drink
giving
night.
her.
Yeah, that's always Saturday.
yeah, especially the night Matt was pissed straight off. eh?
That was we'll talk about that night.
That'll
Well,
be
not
a-
today, but
that'll be-
I do want to
that'll
talk
be-
about that night
yeah,
and
that'll
what
be a
and
good
what
one.
exactly happened.
So
But not yet.
We need to talk about supporting your snowmobile club, riding clubs, and snowmobile closures because we think that's super important,
It
and we
is.
feel it's a majorly overlooked topic by the whole sled community, and it's a serious thing. This
think-
is something not to just dust off.
I think all the serious riders are very aware of it.
Yeah.
And it's
But it's one of those things that no one
It's one
takes
of those-
serious till it's almost too late,
well. The
right?
problem is even for myself, it's hard to. How do I word this?
It's hard to go. Well, I mean, you
It's hard to
can't-
try and do something about it because you're just one person. But if you can get a group of people together, right?
But that's that's the wrong. I know, that's what you're saying, but that's the wrong attitude.
Every vote
right?
counts.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
the
That's
wrong
the way it-
attitude.
Yeah.
But-
Every vote does count, but it's like,
Power in numbers is what you're saying.
power in numbers for sure.
Yeah.
And
Well-
if you can, if you're the rider that goes out, you ride 4 days a year, and you go up boulder frisbee instead of paying your $25 each day for trail pass, just buy the whole membership.
Membership, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're part of the club or whatever, and that's
Your
strength in numbers.
vote is basically counted.
you might
that
pay
way.
an extra $25, or maybe you go 6 times and you pay 25 less or whatever.
But you're
Whatever the
paying
membership
for
was.
the club to go to these meetings and represent all of us.
Yeah.
That's the important
Even
part.
if you're not, you don't have to go to the meeting.
No.
If you're a member
the
of a
membership
club,
sponsors someone to go there and do that for us
they've
on our
got
behalf.
people,
Yeah.
to do that.
And we're getting bigger, but we're not big, and we feel like the really big names out there could pull a little harder.
I
on
was
that.
gonna bring that up.
They could pull a little harder on the awareness behind closures and poor snowmobiling etiquette and stuff like that, which maybe pushes closures as well. There's certain
Yeah.
things that throwing garbage
Yeah.
out and
Well, and everyone
going in the caribou closure and stuff. That's a big
That's
one.
a big
Stop
one.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do
But the
that.
big stupid thing is, that caribou thing is all the research is outdated, right? Like
Totally.
it's
It is,
10,
and-
15, 20 years old, right? And it is the predators that are not allowed to be hunted.
Yeah.
So,
I've got a lot of new. I can't disclose any of it yet because I'm under it's confidential right now, and I have the email on my phone about I don't want to say too much about it, but I will talk about it when I'm allowed to, and it does have to do with caribou and land use and wilderness, and I'm not allowed to talk about it right now, but I will when I'm allowed to. But you don't even care about your own. So much for nature, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Nature.
Nature.
this is my backyard.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
That's okay. I don't mind beer cans in your backyard, man.
No.
That
yeah.
works for me.
10 cents for me every can.
But anyways, yeah, we think the big names, even us, whatever we can do to raise awareness and get the numbers against some of these irrational decisions being made on things that are going to affect our livelihood and our recreation, something to look into and follow.
They
for sure.
have an agenda, is the thing.
It's the agenda.
It's not so much it is part of getting people out of the backcountry, but it's to push their agenda.
We saw the agenda in Alberta here, and that has been shut down. So hence the hat, make Alberta great again.
You like that hat?
We're working on it. Things are going good.
Well, the other thing is, I understand where people are coming from, in a way, I'm totally for snowmobiling and enjoying yourself in the backcountry and everything else. But it comes with, responsibility,
Yeah.
right? You have to be responsible users of it. And sometimes, there's a few of bad apples that
Always.
make it bad for all of us, right?
Everywhere.
You can, certain things, you can pack it in, you can pack it out. You blow your belt, pick up your shit, and put it in your backpack, right? You packed it in, you can pack it out.
Yep.
aside from pack it in, pack it out, just because you didn't pack it in doesn't mean you can't pack
we
it out.
pick up.
If you see
cans
something
on the
laying there,
trail
just
all
stop
the
and pick it
time.
up,
We
right?
just
Grab
fucking
stuff, you know.
Grab
shit,
stuff.
yep.
And
Maybe someone left a bag open.
Oh, we've followed people.
Oh, yeah.
And they're losing stuff. They
Oh,
don't
they're
know,
just
right?
losing
that's,
shit.
That's a
It's
fair
like
mistake. But
it's
what
a
we
garage
always
sale.
do, we always check each other's bags after lunch or stopping.
I'm so anal about that.
Like I'll close my bag, and 2 seconds later, it's like, did I close my bag?
I'm always thinking about that.
Yeah,
and I know
all
we
the
all
time.
are because we're always asking.
So
"Is
do
my
the buddy
bag
system.
closed?"
Just have someone check
And
your bag.
sometimes
quick.
it's open.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've caught it a few times.
Yeah.
So just have a buddy check a bag. It's going to help on that aspect of things, and just don't leave stuff behind.
Well, be mindful of caribou closures, right? Like, if it's not signed or whatever, but it is still your responsibility to know, right?
Yeah.
Have a map, have a look, kind of, you know.
We've all got those cell phones there. We all got time in the hotel room before we're whatever passed out,
Yeah,
drunk,
while,
or whatever
while
people
you're checking
do.
the avalanche conditions,
Yeah.
if you haven't been to
Just
the area,
look at your stuff. Know.
Be aware.
Yep. You know, and maybe one day, you know, if everybody sticks to it, and you know, research changes or whatever, maybe it'll all be open again year round or whatever, right?
Yep.
But for now, it's a rule. You know, just like driving down the road. You know. Like,
yeah, you got to know the
there's-
law, right?
there's-
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
That's
laws.
what it comes down to.
There's not a sign for every law there is. You got to know the
Ignorance
law.
is no excuse.
Yeah.
Along with the supporting the snowmobile clubs, they do have lots of volunteer days where they want people to come out and help them out, and you'd be surprised how many people from Alberta show up. About 3.
2.
And during the wintertime, there's more Alberta plates than anyone there. So
Oh yeah, everybody.
there's definitely improvement on that side of things, right? You take the time in the wintertime to go. What's the weekend in the summertime to go down there help out?
Yeah, me and Ben did do it's one of our least viewed videos, so I'm gonna bring it up. Me and Ben did do the firewood days
Yeah.
in Revelstoke, and we stocked the frisbee and boulder cabin.
I was in Grand Prairie, so I couldn't go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sean bitched out.
I might have been camping that weekend.
But a little bit of hard work between a lot of people makes it really easy. You meet a lot of cool people, talk about fun stuff. It's
super,
not work.
It's super chill.
It's like a little vacation. You
Yeah.
know, we
Yeah.
go for the weekend,
We'll
book around a golf in the afternoon or whatever. It's not an all day thing. You go up there and meet some people, hang out, and
We were done by like
noon.
we
Well,
were done on
afternoon.
Boulder at like 1.
Yeah.
Make a trip out of it. Take like, you know, a couple extra days off work or something, and then if you mountain bike, if you dirt bike, you know, go out there.
There's
dirt
golfing,
bike
there's
for a day
fishing,
or
there's
something.
all sorts of stuff
Oh yeah,
down
lots
there.
of fishing.
Yeah.
And this
Whatever.
this could be everywhere, not just
Yeah.
Revelstoke inclusive.
Yeah.
No.
Because there are clubs
They're
in
always
Alberta
looking for help.
that are
Sycamore,
looking for volunteers.
Whistler.
Enderby, Alberta has
Yeah,
Calgary
Alberta has
snowmobile
tons of-
clubs. They've got ATV clubs, not just snowmobile inclusive, but
Yeah,
I mean there are additional clubs that.
there's lots of different clubs, and then like Crow's Nest or whatever Snowmobile Association, I think is the name of it. We're not down
I'm
south.
not.
too
Yeah,
much.
we don't really go that way
We
that
don't go
much.
south
We've
a
toured
bunch,
down
but-
into Fernie there a
I
few
wasn't
times,
there.
and the snow down there is. There's a reason that everyone's in the interior there at Revelstoke, even Golden.
We've-
For us, we if we can drive past Golden, we're gonna.
We've talked to guys who have come up from
States.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Is that far?
Yeah.
Yeah, who have
And
come to
Well,
Revelstoke
there's Colorado.
specifically.
Colorado's the furthest, right? Washington's closer. Yeah,
Washington's
Colorado's
close,
further
yeah,
south.
but have come just to Revelstoke for.
Sorry for you
Revelstoke,
Americans,
so-
we're not really
Yeah.
on touch with our American states. But
I don't remember this. I'm
Let's
sure
talk
they.
about the
I'm sure.
Canadian- let's
I'm
talk
sure they're
about-
worse with us.
Let's talk about the Canadian provinces if you want to have at it.
Yeah.
There's a lot less of
How
them,
about
and I
them
bet you don't know them.
Newfoundland is a country, by the way. Sorry for that one guy. I actually like him. Our
Well,
fall
they-
over there.
oh,
We've
man,
got
they
a
got-
couple of.
They got
newfies.
funny talking, you know. I work with a lot of newfies, and I can't.
They've got their own language.
I was
man.
just down in Vegas. Apparently, I talk funny.
Really?
Yeah,
There is a
I didn't
Canadian
see that.
accent.
there is.
There is,
yeah.
because people pick up on it.
Oh, yeah, eh?
Sean,
Oh, yeah,
you
bro.
gotta.
What do you need, a fire stick?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I have
You
one
new
of
with
those.
this or what?
Yeah.
I have my Zippo, but I'm not. The wind's starting to fucking pick up a little.
Oh,
Let's
that's
check our
okay.
audio, make sure it's still going. We're going for 54 minutes. Plus, I took like 5 minutes to set up shit, so you guys better keep talking.
What
for
else you
another
got
five.
on there?
Let's see.
Oh, for hell,
We're running
close.
through a bunch of stuff here.
We're doing good. We need-
Let's brief on some summer content here.
Well,
Content,
Yes, we
sorry.
should talk about that now that winter's over.
Yeah, summer content.
Are you guys
I've
really?
been working on shit. I don't know what you got. Well, you've been. What you?
Summertime, I like
I
a
just
break.
want the summer off.
I like a break.
I'm tired of you two assholes.
You know.
I want to be gone from you. I just want to be camping by myself, right?
No,
You can say it.
no.
Come on.
I want to do a camping trip
Get
too.
it out of you.
Yeah, I want to go
We
to the
gotta do it.
Cardinal. You guys fucking show me the wicked place to go. I can't fucking light my smoke while I'm talking. Jesus Christ.
I think we should do like a camping trip. You know, well, summer content's hard to do. Like ATV riding is such a Matt, you probably got the word for it.
It's a real controversial.
Yeah, it's a controversial thing
It's
to
so
try and
fucking
you know,
hard
and
to
nobody
do.
wants to watch, just guys going down trails, stuff like that, But we got some old machines.
Fuck,
You know.
we got some old machines.
We can do stupid shit, set fireworks off. But I mean, like, snowmobiling is such a fun thing to film, right? There's so many, the views and stuff, everything else.
There are places like that in Alberta for quadding.
Yeah, there are.
But-
There'll be nice stuff, but you can't do stupid shit.
You can't. There has been. I think it was a Red Deer guy who got in a bunch of shit for showing. Was it a Red Deer guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was. It's the stream crossing thing is the worst. But like
crossing moving water.
that's the
where
worst
that's
part.
a
I mean,
real-
that's not all that's bad,
all of
but
it,
that's the worst.
Watch
part.
out for that one.
Yeah, we can't really show any of that.
So
even though there's designated crossings for shit.
it's still controversial, even though if it's designated, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of something we're on the fence about showing at this point. Me and Matt got some old dirt bikes going. Sean, he's too good for that.
No, I'm not too good. I got enough shit to keep up on that it's...
Join the club. He just bought 2 new quads for $100. He's
I've
never even seen them.
I haven't even seen these fucking
Mister, I got all the time in the world.
He'll fix them for you. If you can get a dirt bike, an old 80s dirt bike like us.
I was seriously looking at it, and then I was like, you know what? Am I gonna even have the time to do it?
Yeah. Come out for an evening. We'll go for
And
a
then
rip.
we got.
It is an evening thing.
Well, let's
that
do it.
that you and me can do anyway.
Well, there's that.
You not
but
so much.
I got. We got a friend.
I got bills. I got
No,
fucking
we got
the
a
dog.
friend.
I gotta walk the
We
dog.
got a friend that happens to have, like a collection of trikes.
We gotta go see him.
15-ish. No,
That's
that's a lot
it?
of trikes to have.
That's just trikes.
right?
Let alone all these other shit.
And he's totally down for let me ride one. I'm sure Matt will let me ride Big Red there.
I gotta get it going.
Yeah.
But yes.
What do you mean you gotta get it going? I was running the other day.
There's 2.
There's 2 though.
Yeah, but you can ride your bike. I'll ride the trike.
I do have it insured right now.
Yeah, we can go for a rip on that. We can.
I still think you on an old dirt bike would be good.
Oh man, my fat
So
ass.
we got the dirt bikes for summer. I got a couple old trucks we're gonna do a little filming on here.
Yeah.
Some of that
The
stuff.
summer shit is so, like we have 100. Like we can push over 100 subscribers a day. But then the summer comes and we've been like up 1, down 2. We've been like at the same number for like a month.
Yeah.
Like and because it'll go up to like
Just
3
hovering.
one day. It'll just hover like at around like literally between like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it just hovers. But then the winter comes like, oh fuck, we got 200 subscribers that day.
And I got a Harley, and Matt's got your F set or whatever. And even like bike videos, it's hard to you're riding down the highway.
It's only so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not super exciting, even for first person view.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's.
Unless you're talking the whole time like a vlog, but even then it's
Yeah, it's not something.
I don't know. What do you
and I'm
fucking
not-
keep talking about for that
know.
long?
I've tried to like wheelie the Harley. It just
The F said wheelies.
it's hard to do. It's sketchy. I'm not that good at it. Right? I'd rather bang myself off a snowmobile than my bike, right? So.
At least snow is soft. Pavement's not.
Yeah, pavement hurts.
Well, we got the Jesus Christ.
Lip dinner.
Fuck up the mics enough. Jesus.
So lip ripper.
If this is successful and we decide we like doing this, maybe we'll do like maybe once a month or something.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get
once
a
every
better
couple months,
setup.
Yeah.
I did watch Chris Brandt's.
And Ross Robinson's.
Yes.
Yes.
And I wasn't the way they had it structured. I wasn't really happy about.
You didn't like that a whole bunch. I like Ross.
Ross is okay.
Ross is great. Chris is a little overrated, but I think
but he markets himself well.
he does.
He's
I
good
think,
at that.
Honestly, I think if you sat down with the guy, off camera, and I think he'd be a good dude, right? Like he's a hunter, he's a sledder.
Yep.
He's got his own like business going on, right? Like same with Matt Entz too, very humble guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
Most people, that have a following in Gravity are.
Yep.
That's where we try and keep our following, though. We're finally getting big, but we want to be relatable to the average person.
We're
Yeah.
fucking
The person
smoking
that-
and drinking, fucking talking. I think
The person that's out there hooking up to the sled trail at 3 in the morning, the fucking lights don't work. Like
it fucking sucks,
it happens, right?
doesn't it?
And everyone that sees that, they're like, "Oh man, that happened to
Yeah,
us.
that
That
fucking
sucks."
sucks.
And they're
Exactly,
laughing,
yeah.
right? Because it's funny when it's not you.
Yeah, and it
So
is.
we're just trying to keep it on a pretty basic average level. Like we
We're
said,
just gonna be ourselves.
if we're gonna
just
get
like
tied in with
everybody else.
if we're gonna get tied in with people, we're gonna make it so that we're not censored, because that's the whole fun about just doing this. Is
Yeah.
us doing our thing.
There's swearing. There's
It's not
people
even,
getting pissed off.
it's not about the money. It's not about the fame or
It's
whatever.
all about fun.
You guys like watching us. We like doing this.
We're doing it anyway.
You're doing it anyway. It's
You
fun
think
to
we're
do.
stupid?
So-
That's fine.
That's
know?
fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna really work on my outros this year. Because
should.
I shit the bed a lot last
I only
year.
did one, and it was
I'm
it was
really
pretty
good until all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, I'm on camera.
You were actually even at the beginning of this a little.
Sean, guess what? You're on camera.
Yeah.
But
doing
you're
all right,
fucking.
though.
You're totally chill now.
He
You're
had
like-
a few beers.
Yeah, you had to fucking get a few beers and a smoke in
it's-
him, and he's
well,
fine.
I don't know what it is. You know, this is fine. This is different.
Yeah,
Feels
this is
different.
good. This is just us talking. That's all.
That's
it
how it's
is.
supposed to be.
Yeah. So
There was something else I want to talk about. I don't fucking remember what it was.
you never know much, though.
Not usually.
No.
That's fucking a bunch of dumb
What are you
questions.
looking at down there?
I got
You
a
looking
fucking-
at Ben or what? You checking out his
I
left
can't
leg?
see.
Have a look.
No, none of you guys are wearing shorts.
Who
Yeah, my
wears
fucking
short
sketch pad
shorts?
here.
Mr. Chow.
Oh, did you?
What else you got on here?
I got something.
Give her.
Well, I'll help talk about it. Year-end video.
Yes.
There's always a year-end video.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard drive crash, which fucked up a bunch of our footage, but I finally got it working again. And there's also a 509 contest. Okay, somebody else go.
The 509 contest, eh?
Is it a
I
contest? I
don't
don't know.
know.
It's a
Well,
contest.
Ben's a little more interested in it. And
I
knows
mean-
a little more about it.
So it's a contest for, there's a bunch of categories. I can't remember them all offhand, but
Cinematography, best rider, fan favorite, and
can't remember
or
the.
was that it?
Something else.
I can't remember the other one. Maybe there was one. Maybe there wasn't
So-
one more.
Anyways, we're looking to throw something in there. We'll probably have another video regarding that coming up. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you kind of are following us and
Give
you
us a
support us,
vote,
give us
man.
a vote because
Yeah, give us a vote.
Fan favorite's
Get
the
us
only
out
one we have
there.
a chance
fan
at.
favorite's
know?
probably all we got a shot at. But yeah,
Maybe next year we'll have some
Well, I
better.
mean, we're just out here having fun. You know, by any means, we are not any of the best riders out there.
we
we
never said
never
close.
fucking
we-
claimed that.
we
did
never
we?
said
No,
we
we'll
were
claim
good.
it.
We're not good.
But we go out, we have fun, and we push ourselves.
Yep. Try and
We
So-
push
progress.
each other.
Yep.
What were
It's like,
you?
you're fucking going up there.
What was your thing
Yeah.
to grab this year, progression wise?
You know what? I really wanted to practice my re-entries
We
and
did
stuff.
a lot. We did a whole day of
and
re-entries.
I had a lot of trouble with doing it with a turbo.
Yeah, that
compared
was
to-
when you
in-
had your
well,
turbo
you know what?
in.
Turbo helps. The leggy turbo that
Doesn't
I
help.
had does not help.
No.
You know.
Me and Matt were
We
hammering
had a
them.
fucking good
And it's
day on
just
the back
McRae.
of
Yeah.
McRae.
Yeah. And it's that, and I'd like to get into more drops myself.
Drops
You're a
scare
drop
me.
guy?
Drops scare
I do
me,
like
man.
doing drops. You know, it'd almost be nice to get out with a couple riders that are
Knowledgeable?
knowledgeable, willing to teach. You know,
Not like us. We're
Are you
dumb.
saying we're dumb?
you know, and I'm sure I could, watch YouTube or whatever on how to
There are videos.
You know,
Control your sled in there and
not even
judge landings and
not
stuff
even-
like that. And
well, you don't
distance
have to
and speed.
control a
So
whole
much
lot
of it's
when you're-
throttle control.
speed, throttle, and where
Brake.
you're gonna land, right?
Well, brake.
Like light conditions, everything else. Guys throw the sticks over or whatever they can find over and kind of see where landing's gonna be.
We don't scope out shit.
No.
We just hit it.
we just hit it.
No.
I think that's one of our big fuck ups.
Me and Matt, as you might notice, if there's trees and they're tight and technical, goodbye. We're gone.
going in there.
We're gone.
I don't fucking
And
care.
there's me. I'm not crazy about the super tight technical tree
Oh,
riding
love
because I
that
hate
shit.
smashing my shit off trees.
Well, you just
But
don't do it.
You
I will
learn not to
follow-
do it.
I will follow these guys wherever they go, no
And
matter
you
what.
do. And
So-
you do.
2 against 1, eh?
Yep, and I do.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
I'm not a super big hill climber because going up is fine, but it's coming down that I'm not fine with because
Well,
if you lose her coming down, there's a lot of times where your sled's going to be right off.
and the only time you can do like good hill climbs is when snowpack is hero
is
snow,
right.
hard
It's-
snow,
yeah, it's the
right?
spring.
So coming
Yeah.
down it, unless you want to climb some chutes, and you always have that ridge you can follow, usually along down.
Come down, yeah.
But if you don't make it to the top, you got the come down.
You got a fucking rodeo, man.
So there's.
I'm sure
there's
you'll
that.
be fine, but the
And-
fucking sled might.
Well, that's the other thing. We're not sponsored riders, right? Like we break our stuff.
We're
we
average
have
people.
to pay
We
for
gotta
it.
pay
We have
for
to
it.
fix it,
Yeah,
right? So.
The Alpha, I had to pay for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, everything that's on these sleds is bought and paid for by an average job.
Yep.
Yep, that's true. Well, holy fuck, how long have we been going here? We've been going for over an hour, boys.
So for me,
We can keep going.
favorite rider of the year, I'm going to go with Caleb Kirsteeg.
I
Kirsteeg.
still don't think you're saying
Dan,
it right.
Do you say it right?
I don't know how to say it.
Curse.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that guy,
Caleb.
he has got a lot of heart into his riding. He is really
He's
good.
not fucking scared of
You
nothing,
wanna talk
man.
about- You want to talk about my favorite rider?
Is that yours too?
No,
Who's yours?
I like Cody.
McSalty.
I like McSalty. He does drops. He does.
I really
jumps,
hope he sees
and
this and hears us calling him McSalty.
Dude, he's got like the best humor.
He
and,
is the
like,
funniest
just, like,
guy.
personality. Even on I I'd imagine he's the same in person.
We saw him at the sled show.
But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we met him. We
got,
talked to him.
Yeah, met him, talked to him. He's got great personality.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. And I'd like to get out to Whistler and actually ride with him one day. Go for a weekend or something.
We need to do a little venture and, like you said, check out some new like get away from Revelstoke. Like we keep talking about Alaska one day.
Everybody talks about
Alaska's
Revelstoke.
a tough one because you got to go in the spring.
Yeah, you got to go in the spring. But Whistler is.
Which is a long way away, man.
Well, Whistler is hit or miss, right? Like not hit or miss, but it's like same as Revelstoke, right? Some years you have your snow.
Yeah.
Some years you have your sun.
Yeah.
And Whistler is known for both, right? Like they will get way more snow than Revelstoke. It's just a lot of people that ride are from Alberta.
Yeah.
Do they get more snow than Revy?
Yeah.
Huh.
At times they will.
Yeah.
Right, they're right on the coast, right? So they get all the
They get
precipitation.
fucking hammered, yeah.
As long as it's cold enough, they'll get snow. But if it's too warm, it just blows over.
Yeah.
Or rains.
Fucking rain.
So it'd be awesome to go out there and
Where do you want to go ride, Matt?
check that out.
I do like fucking going, just progress. I just like progressing our way west.
Yeah.
Like this year we made it into Syxxes. Fuck, we've spent so many years in Revy.
Wouldn't it be sweet to poke south into the States? Because we got our American following is actually not too bad. We got quite
It's
a few.
good.
Quite a few guys from
we
down
have
there.
fucking such weird offers though.
But the thing is, you get people from the States and they come up to Revelstoke for
And
the
they're like,
snow
man, this
condition.
is sweet.
So why go down to the States? Like scenery.
But it's about snow, right?
Well, we get but we get
Eventually it's
killed on
gonna-
the dollar.
on the dollar for sure.
That's expensive, man.
Eventually, it's about checking out some new train. Even if you go once, that's it.
Yeah.
If you go
Well,
once,
we got to go for a week or some
There's
shit.
that. But like, it'd be nice to know somebody from down there that would be willing to take us out for a few days, right?
We've had those offers before, but they're
But really,
creepy.
when we first started sledding, no one took us out. We freaking got out the phones, got out the maps, and we started.
We are
going.
all of us are self-taught as a trio.
For everyone starting riding, if you can get a group of guys together that are
Even
starting with you,
If y'all
do it.
suck, that's a
Do it.
perfect way to learn.
because trying to take someone new into the group, if they're willing to learn and put in the time, fantastic. But it's going to be a tough go.
You got to be.
But as long as you want to do it, it'll work out. But if you can start out with 3 guys, it's not a competition, but who's
Three is
better.
but we are
you
at the
sure?
same time.
Because it sure seems like it.
Seem like
It does seem like it sometimes. Like
look
we
at
are,
the cock on me, eh?
we are pushing each other sometimes. It's like,
But that's
I'm,
good.
I'm
It's-
going up there. And
It's
like,
friendly competition, right?
no.
Yep.
It's all friendly competition. We all progress kind of on a similar level. Different things we like better, but
This is a bad idea, this whole thing, man. I'm like ready for sled season.
I shouldn't have
Let's
rolled
go.
that
It's
over here.
spring.
No. I'm ready for sled season. though.
spring.
But we need fall.
You want to fucking go up to Revelstoke next
You're
weekend?
about to hook up your camper.
We could go ride.
I need a clutch.
Yeah, you do need a clutch. I'm ready to go.
I ordered
Yeah,
one,
you?
but it was the wrong one.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll meet you out there.
I'll bring out my fucking FZ
Yeah.
or my fucking old dirt bike or something like that.
So yeah, just
Everybody's
go
always
out and
excited for
enjoy
sled
yourself.
season.
Take some friends and stuff, and
Get a good group of people,
Big-
like we're addressing. Don't
It's
have a bad seed in there because it's gonna make it bad for everyone.
It's hard though because so many people are they want to, they aspire to do it, but it's like fuck. I got no friends either. They have no money.
Yeah.
You don't have to start with expensive sleds. You did.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your advice on buying a brand new? I don't want to hear this. I'm just gonna let you say it because I know what it is.
Don't
Don't buy
a new sled.
a new sled as your first sled.
So when I got into sledding, Matt had a little 700.
I had the
Summit.
700 Summit. Yeah.
So I went and bought a 2011 Arctic Cat HCR, brand new.
Yep.
Bought new climb gear, new boots, new helmet. I freaking jumped right in. I was still working on the drill
he
rigs
was
back
ready
then.
to go.
You had money.
And I
Loved it.
almost wrote my sled off the first trip.
Yep.
Out in Quartz Creek, my favorite place to this day.
It's not that.
It's not if
actually
you can
pretty
get
fun
around to
place
the
ride.
secret
Not bad.
areas.
It's
It's
actually-
not bad.
It's pretty not bad.
Yeah.
That's our other hashtag.
Hashtag.
Our hashtag pretty not bad.
Yeah.
Use it.
NAWT bad.
Use it.
Yeah.
Ben made it up.
Yeah. So that was my start to sledding, and to do it all over again, I would buy a sled like Matt, a couple years old, maybe make a few personal changes to it, and ride it for 1 season for sure, maybe 2, depending on how you're doing, and then maybe look at something new. If you can't afford it, just ride it.
Yeah, as you growing up, you never rode like sleds or anything. Like I've been riding sleds since
Yeah,
I was 5 years old.
Yeah, and me too. I've been on a sled, and Sean has too, since we were just little guys.
No.
And then Ben comes in. I'm buying this fucking brand new
We're doing it.
HCR, and we're going to
Well,
the top
we're
of the
gonna figure
mountain.
it out.
No, was the thing is Ben called me up or whatever. I was talking to him, and he said you're going sledding with Matt, and I was like,
I know Matt.
Can
I come?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go fucking riding.
So we
We
went
could
out
use a
on
fat guy in his group.
Yeah,
We were all pretty skinny back then, but we're all
What
kind
did
of.
we? What did we ride? Our first trip, we went out. So I had my 07 Summit.
I had my 04, which is almost exactly like yours, my
Yeah.
04 Summit. Mine was
Mod rev.
temperamental. Yours was too in
Yeah.
some ways.
And we had, what was the pickup we were driving? It was Matt's.
No,
Or it was Ben's.
Ben showed up at my house way too fucking drunk and hungover
On
to
our
drive
first
on our
trip.
first trip.
Wait,
as
that
he
That
usually
never
is.
happens anymore.
Yeah, as he usually is, way too fucking drunk and hungover to drive.
Yeah.
And he fucking shows up at my house and fucking hands me the keys, and all, the sled's already loaded up and everything. I'm like, okay. And he slept in the back of that extended cab for 5 hours.
Right till the snow sheds at Golden, because the road was rougher than
pot-
shit.
And I was
pothole.
fucking
And Matt was
smashing
smoking
every one of
potholes,
them.
and I'm like, "Are you fucking swerving for those things or what?"
Fuck, that road is rough, man. You want me to dodge every fucking... It'd be like a roller coaster if I was dodging every one.
It woke me up, so you were hitting some good ones.
Yeah, and me
But
and Sean fucking, we used to quad, and we fucking caught up for 5 hours.
Yeah.
once in a while, we get someone asking about our sled haulers. They're all diesels, one of each.
They're all diesels.
We're in the right track there, one of each, right? So,
Uh,
the guy driving, it's a pitiful time because all you hear is,
You guys have been really nice to the
your
Duramax.
transmission
yeah,
is gonna
that,
blow
that,
up.
that vibration, that's the transmission.
That's no good.
No,
Yeah,
you're
fucking
this
piece of
this
shit.
Dodge. It's got too low of gears. Just screaming, burning my diesel money.
That's the one I like to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking rolling coal? Oh,
that's my money too. You stop that.
You bet.
You fuck off with that. I'm
What was
fucking
our
made for that.
funniest sled driving experience?
I don't know, man. They're all fucking hysterical.
They're all-
I think it was funny seeing that van with 3 feet of snow on this year. That was funny.
this year.
That was good.
But we've had some fucked up ones too.
I remember seeing the Volkswagen
Pilot car.
Pilot car.
Yeah, he smoked us out at the
Yeah.
lights in Revy.
Yeah. You know, it's almost like going to a truck and sled show when you go to the parking lot. At,
Revelstoke is a
Boulder,
fucking-
Frisbee,
You see some
like,
pretty
even in
mint
town,
stuff there.
right?
And sled show, yeah.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
What I like is that all our trucks are nice, and then there's our sled trailer.
Oh,
It's like
Well-
someone spent their money somewhere, right?
so let's talk about the sled trailer some more here.
You want?
What's
what
the
else do you have to
plan
add
for
about
next
that?
year with
I don't.
that?
I.
Let's
So
hear
for
the
whoever
plan.
is watching this right now, we could really use a trailer sponsor.
Yeah.
Trailer
Yeah.
sponsor
Trailer
or
sponsor would be wicked.
Sean-
Actually, a 2-place trailer would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Like a two-place
A
enclosed.
2-place enclosed.
put a
sled
third
trailer.
one in
It would be
backwards.
good.
Yeah.
That would be nice, but foreseeably, if we're taking the old homemade one, we might stretch it because Sean's bitching is getting unbearable.
Stretch it. You
Taller.
mean
The
make it
only
taller?
the only problem, I don't mind the height of that trailer. That's fine with
Yeah.
me. It's the fucking ramp.
It's steep.
It's steep.
Well, you can't make a longer ramp unless you
That's-
make it taller.
that's what I
It'd
mean,
probably be
yeah.
easier to make a taller roof than it would to like somehow make a folding ramp that
No.
folds up and shit, right?
we're
It'd
not
be
doing
easier to make it
To make the roof taller would not be a big job, so it might happen during the summer. It's
And
it's gonna get another paint job because it could use one. Good scrubbing and a paint will have to happen this summer sometime.
It's either that or this, the sponsored sled trailer.
Yeah.
The sponsored sled trailer. Sponsored sled trailer would be really nice.
Someone say something about a sponsored sled trailer.
Even a deal will,
Yeah.
put whatever you want on the side.
Yeah. Well,
There could be big fucking dildos on the side. That's fine.
we got no shame.
Fucking big old douche sponsorship.
Yeah.
Ben's making big money. He'll put a little bit down.
Yeah, that's me.
Making the fucking big bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sled trailer would be awesome to buy though.
See, this is what I fucking said about this. We're gonna get into a fucking rhythm, and then we're like an hour and 15 in, and we're just fucking not
You
gonna
can't
want to
put
stop
this.
talking.
Can you put this up for an hour and 15 minute?
Of
vlog?
people watch fucking hour and a 15
Really?
minute
I
fucking.
don't do that.
But
I watch the
people
first
do.
5 minutes.
Sean.
But
stop
people
it.
do. People want like
Okay, fair enough.
There's like Joe Rogan. I watch a ton of his
yeah?
podcasts. They're like fucking 3.5, 4 hours sometimes.
Joe Rogan, like the guy off like Fear Factor.
Yeah, and he's a I want to say MMA. Fuck, I hope I
Yeah,
got that right.
UFC,
yeah,
whatever,
or
yeah.
UFC,
Pretty sure
whatever
it
it is. Yeah, and he also like
Really, he
hosts
does like. Who has time for that shit?
He does like 3 a week or 4 a week.
He just sits in front of the mic and talks.
Well, I mean, he has guests.
Oh right, he does.
One more
his-
thing.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about merch.
No.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's the website.
Merch
The
is done?
website has to come first.
Yeah.
No, we're still doing merch.
I'm working on the website, but I'm a fucking dummy when it comes to website shit. I'm a fucking I can do video stuff because I have a diploma in it, but website shit I'm just a fucking dummy at.
Give us ideas on stuff too.
Yep. Keep commenting what
Like,
you
if
want to
guys-
see.
Yeah, if
What-
you guys want sweatpants, if you guys want like fucking, ginch,
Bikinis.
if you want the fox over your butt on your like Speedo, like let us know, man.
If you want
We
the
can make that happen.
if you want the Borat
That's like a
suit,
button.
the Borat suit. We got to get some of those made, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No hats, like we come up maybe with a different, like, we'll have to do the website, maybe some different styles of hats and stuff, and I think we should do a couple different toques or whatever, like the regular one, and then maybe one with a pom pom on it or something, right? Like some different
put
stuff.
something stupid
Get
on
a little more color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah.
If there's anyone down in the States, that wanted to trade for a hat, I'll send you a hat if you send some of this winter mean up here. Winter green will make you mean. There we go.
You almost messed that up,
Fucking fuck up the whole microphone. I could use some swishers too. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
We like the
So-
stuff in the States.
we like shit that we can't get that shit. Well, I mean, you can get that.
You can only get so much at a time.
But I can't get this.
No?
No, it's flavored cigars. You
Well,
can't get
I
flavored
can't
cigars.
get this up here.
Well, you can get you can't get like gay. This one's mango. So you can't get gay.
I went to
flavored
Vegas.
cigars
That's
with
why I
it.
have this right now.
That's fine.
What'd you bring me back from Vegas anyway?
Nothing.
It's starting to rain.
You
here,
didn't buy me
boys.
anything?
We
No.
should wrap this up.
Yeah, we should wrap
Okay.
this up.
Yeah, that's it. That's
That's
if you
it,
guys
that's
if
it.
you
Oh,
guys
oh,
have
shut it
if you guys have a suggestion what you want this are we going to make this podcast?
Well, I want to hear lots of.
What
could
should
do-
we
could
What should we
do
call this?
podcasts.
If we're gonna do this
We're
regularly,
gonna throw
what should we call
Well,
it?
we're gonna throw it on YouTube first, right? And you
Yep.
guys let us know if we should do podcasts or whatever, right? We could maybe do it, once a month, maybe once every 2 months. Maybe even more often than that if we can actually get like something scheduled.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could, but we need stuff to talk about or whatever. So
we
if you
we
have
can
questions,
fucking talk about
drop
shit,
your
man.
comments.
We can
let
talk
us
about
know.
fucking
Oh, yeah, we
What's,
can-
what's, what's our contending names for this so far? We got the Power Hour,
the power hour. That's
Or
what
the-
I want to call
or
it.
the Syxxes Minute, or what do you got? You got anything for this? What,
Syxxes hour.
the Syxxes Hour?
Yeah, not the Syxxes minute.
No,
No,
It's
it's
fucking-
been over an hour.
the
It's,
Syxxes.
we're at
the Syxxes 60
the time,
minute.
the time code says an hour and it just turned over to hour 15.
There we go.
Hour 15. So like,
And this is
Fire some
completely
comments at us.
this is completely fucking uncut.
make some
Yeah.
make fun of some of our comments or what have we done
yeah,
here.
do whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Got
It's
any
all
questions? Comment. We'll get
We'll-
at you.
we'll try
if you
to
don't
answer
like
them.
it, let
Actually,
us
you know what would
Yeah.
be perfect fucking is you have any questions, leave it in this video specifically.
Comment.
Because this is going to be very eclectic video.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to watch this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I had fun.
Yeah.
This was good.
No, I'd do it again.
So
I thought this was going to be a complete failure.
it's outro time.
I think you
It's
should do an
outro
outro
time.
because
Yeah.
the computer's starting to get wet here. There's a perfect time to call it.
So, thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate all your comments and all your questions and everything you guys have. Leave whatever you want. Let us know if you like it, if you hate it, whatever, and make sure you hit that bell button.
like,
And the
subscribe.
subscribe
like
and
and subscribe and do all that stuff. And Team Sean, it's on the up.
Team Chow, or
Team
most
Chow.
important, make Alberta great again.
Team Chow.
all right, let's wrap it
Alberta
up.
is coming
That's
up
it.
great.
We're
Yeah.
fucking.
That's it. We're
That's
done.
it. We're done. It's
Okay.
starting
Thanks
to rain.
everybody for
See you
watching.
next time.
See you. Bye, everybody.
Woo!